Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing a look at a Arch based distribution. I'm looking for something to put to my laptop. It's I'm not quite sure how old it is. It's about 10 years old. It's quite an old slow poke. At least it's 17-inch, so I can do some development on it. I looked at Fedora 30 yesterday. I really like it, and then I gave Anarchy Arch a try, and I liked it even more. Although Fedora 30 it's great, but I decided today to do a quick installation of Anarchy Linux. The first thing we'll do is go to their website. I happen to like dock theming, and the website appeals to me. And if we go to download, sorry, that's anarchylinux.org. Okay, we choose here Anarchy Minimal CLI Latest Direct Download. If we click on that, it'll take us to the download, and we can do the download. Now I've already done the download, so I'm not going to do it again. I'll just cancel that, minimize everything, and go to VirtualBox and start up the machine. Okay, now what I must say, the machine is a 20 gig hard drive space, dual core, 128 meg for the video card. One thing I did notice on my tests, do not enable 3D acceleration. In VirtualBox, at least, Anarchy will not boot up. I'm pretty sure it'll work on bare metal, but didn't work in the VirtualBox. So, all right, we choose our ISO and we start it up. And there we go. So boot Anarchy. It'll boot up automatically for us. It's fairly quick. All right, and yeah, we should have the installation start up. Okay, fairly minimalist, not graphical but textual based. And option number 1 here is the Anarchy installer. So we just need to type out the word Anarchy, and the installation process will start. Okay, choose your language, English. Would you like? Yes, we want to continue with installation. We'll choose the first option, download. Your country code, I'll choose South Africa. I'm right down at the bottom here. Okay. All right, the keyboard, yes, we leave it on United States. Your desired locale, we'll choose Great Britain, and I'm in Africa, and choose something close by, so we'll choose Johannesburg. Auto partition drive, all right. You can do it manually. I'm just sticking to the defaults. Okay, auto partition it. We're going to put on ext4. You do have an option of Btrfs. We'll use ext4, and it'll tell you what size swap do you want. Well, would you like a swap? Yes, we want to swap, and it'll put in a default for you. You can change that. 512 is okay for this virtual machine. On my laptop, I'll be changing that when I do the actual install. Okay, would you like to use GPT? Okay, we'll say no. We'll leave it on default. Okay, and we are ready to write the changes. So we move over to write changes and select it. And it's writing to the hard drive, getting everything ready for us. Just one thing to note about Arch-based systems, they are rolling releases. So they typically have the latest or fairly new versions of all the software. You choose which side of the fence you're on with delayed releases or rolling releases. With my main Mint installation, okay, based on Ubuntu 18.04, it's delayed, and my main server as well. I like that, but I'm going to give rolling release a try. And when we get to the desktop here, we will just leave it on the default, Anarchy desktop. Okay, okay, which environment do you want? Well, Budgie is nice, we can choose that, but I'm a Cinnamon fan, so we'll choose Cinnamon. what's your host name? We'll just call it Anarchy Test. And your root password. We want to add a new user. Okay, so we don't always log in as root. Okay. Okay, your full name and my password. Do we want to give administrative privileges to the user we just created? Yes, I want to. And we don't want to add more users, so we go to done. Some common software. Yes, let's see what common software they got. Select the default. You can go look at all these various things, audio, etc. Well, let's see what they got under audio. Audacity is nice. A whole lot of things here. Rhythm box. Okay, cancel that. Databases, I assume MariaDB, etc. Fonts, games, graphics. See what they got under graphics. Gimp. We want to select Gimp. See which version it installs there. It should be 210. And a couple of other options here. And okay on that. And okay, internet, see what they've got. Do we want to install Chromium? Or, well, I want to put on Firefox. Thunderbird's nice. It's okay, so okay on that. Add more packages, graphics, internet, multimedia. What do they have under that? KDN Live. I use KDN Live in producing these videos. Multimedia codecs, let's enable that. Simple screen recorder, SM player, and VLC. We'll put on VLC as well. And we select OK. And add some more. Office, you can put on LibreOffice, etc. Programming. What do they have under programming? Go, Java, Perl, PHP. Yeah, put on PHP. Python. Alright, we'll leave it on that. Add again, terminal. What terminals do we have? Quake, SD Terminator, terminology. Let's just leave it at that, see what the default is. I'm going to cancel at this point and see what it installs for us. Text editors. Nano is not here. I'll choose gedit. Server, what do they have under server? Apache, we're going to do that by hand later. Caps, Light, Nginx, OpenSSH, I definitely want that. Postfix, someone know. Yeah, very secure FTP, we'll stick that on as well. And enable yes, enable yes. Okay, and that should be some utilities here. Let's see what they have. Conky, very nice. G calculator I want, Git I want, Gparted, HTOP I want that. Nmap, well I'll install ZenMap rather, but alright. Pacman, file manager, screen fetch, VirtualBox. UFW, yes, we want the uncomplicated firewall. wget we want, and we'll stick on the screensaver as well. And I think that's it. Yeah, we're done with that. Alright, so let's select install, and it'll go ahead and get everything ready for us to doing a 1.2 gig download. Yeah, we select install, and it'll go ahead and start doing the download for us and getting everything ready, and we should be able to boot in after that. And we'll let that run for a while and see what we get. And we're still happily busy downloading. I did not select Chromium. I see it installing Chromium. That's interesting. Alright, maybe it's just part of its default. we'll let it keep running and see where we get. So I noticed that the progress is already at 100% and it's still busy. Okay, well, it's doing the installation, not download. I don't know if that's part of it, but it's 100% and it's still continuing. So we'll give it a few more minutes and see what happens. All right, the installation is completed, and we presented with a menu in which we can, well, in our case, we're just going to reboot the system and see how it boots up initially with the default installation which we selected. Like I said, it's Cinnamon, so we should boot straight up into Cinnamon for our desktop environment. The problem here is the fact that we still have our drive enabled, so let's just restart again. Okay, and we should be booting up. And there we go, Anarchy is booted. All right, so if we resize the screen ever so slightly, VirtualBox Editions hasn't been installed yet, so it doesn't resize. So let's just go ahead and log in. It's taking a moment. Okay, just a little warning, we don't have to worry about that in the virtual machine. Okay, and that's the default installation of Anarchy with Cinnamon. And there we go. Definitely don't like that theme. We'll definitely be changing that. And, oops. So what we'll do at this point is install the guest editions and see if it automatically detects the mounting of it. Yes, it did. Okay, would you like to install it or run it? Yes, and ask us for our root password. I do not care much for the font that's being used, but all right, let that go ahead and do its install. And there we have it, the guest editions have installed, and it's telling us that it'll only take into effect once we restart. So okay, we shall do that. Do a restart. Says a job is running for the vbox add.service. Okay, that's complete, so we should be loading in, and there we are. All right, so if we resize this window, let's see what happens. Nothing yet. All right, so let's log in, and it's resized. Okay, that's good. So what we can do is just move this around, make it a nice big screen. Say like that. Okay, it's warning us. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, do not like the background. Definitely change that. Firstly, change desktop background. Right mouse click on the desktop. Okay, what the options do we have? Well, I don't know. Let's try this one. Looks better. Okay, let's select that. Okay, that looks a little bit better. and I do not like the icon set that it's using. We can change that as well. Let's come up here to settings, and change the themes. Okay, I wonder if we can choose another one. Let's I'll go to my normal one, say add remove. Yes, the cache is out of date. Upload, get the latest, and I normally choose, if I remember correctly, C black. Taking a moment. Come on. The fun of having a slow internet connection. Alright, here we have C black. Select that and download that. Done. Alright, if we go back to themes, select desktop, and we have C black. So we choose that one, and immediately we should have a different, there we go, that's better. You can actually see what's going on now. Alright, the icon pack as well, I want to change that. I don't like the default new mix circle. Let's just choose Adwaita. Alright, for now we'll leave the rest at that. Okay, and let's see, I also want to change the font. So we've got a font selection, default font here. I don't like the Zekron. Let's do something a little bit more system UI regular. All right, let's choose that, and desktop font as well, system UI regular, and window title font also system UI regular. You can go and change it to whatever you want. All right, let's see, let's just it's all fine, that's fine. Slightly smaller fonts though, preferably icons. Let's put it there. All right, and this makes me feel right at home, knowing Linux Mint Cinnamon. Okay, and that's good. That seems to be up and running. You can close that, and let's see what options we have down here. We've got Firefox, Nemo, yes, packages. I can have a look at that in a moment. Chromium, I don't want that down here. We'll get rid of that. VLC, we'll get rid of that, and some Libra thing here, we'll get rid of that. Okay, and okay, what we can do is let's see what options we have here. Terminal. Okay, this is a terminal window. I can already tell you I don't like those colors, but all right, let's do a uname -r, and let's see what we got. We're running on 528 Arch Linux. Let's do all. Okay, Anarchy test 528. Everything's up and running. It looks good. All right. So the next thing we can do is close this terminal, open up Firefox. Tad bit slow, but we are in a VirtualBox. All right, that's opened up, and the default tabs, etc. You don't want all that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the preferences. Okay, always make it default, for in my case at least. Fonts and colors, we leave that as is. All this is okay. All right, home, Firefox home. Yeah. Sorry, where was the default? Yeah, restore previous session. Search, I don't want Google. DuckDuckGo. Okay. Privacy and security, we definitely want it on strict. That should all be fine. Okay, I've checked these before. Okay, and that should be that. So if you open up a new tab, close the preferences one down. Let's maximize this, and let's see what happens if we go to a website. And there we go, there's my own website, all running well, services, everything looks good. Okay, we can close that for now. And all right, let's look at installing some software. I like using Visual Studio Code. Well, we'll have to open Firefox again just to see what the latest version is. I want to install it from the package manager. So if we go here and we just do a search for Visual Studio Code, all right, there we have that. Going to code.visualstudio.com. all right, it tells us the latest version is 137. Okay, let's go and have a look at what package manager will give us. So let's type in Visual Studio Code. (136). So it's one version behind, but that's okay. We'll select that. Okay, we'll select it and apply changes. It'll go ahead and do that install for us. And what we can also do, I'll just kill this Firefox here. If we go back to a terminal, also what I'd need, well, one thing we can do is just change the size of this terminal. I like it a little bit bigger. Okay, let's make it 100, and let's make this 30. And that's fine. Okay, let's see what happens if I redo that. Yeah, that's a bit bigger. Okay, also I assume you can't really see the, sorry, zoom in. No, messing around here. Come on, what am I doing? We'll zoom in and zoom in. Okay, hopefully you can see that. All right, so what I want to do is install Angular, and to get that up and running we need to install Node.js. So pacman -s node, I think it's just Node.js, and I think npm as well. All right, sorry, I have to be root. Okay, and yes, we're sure. $45 meg installed on that. Why can I not minimize this? Ah, that's better. Okay, just drag it out to what we want. Okay, so that's done. Okay, and Visual Studio Code is also done. So if we go look here under programming, we have a couple of options, including code. So if we open code, I see npm is already, Node is installed. Okay, let's open code. Yeah, it's up and running. Looks good. Okay. Why? So the next step is to install Angular. I'm going to close code for now. All right, so I already went to a website, and so it's a sudo npm install -g at Angular CLI. Let that run. And what we can also do is just quickly check that we have Git installed. I did select it when we started the installation process, but let's just make sure. Well, there's no OKV, but okay, it's installed. All right, so Git is up and running. So what we can do is go to our home folder, create a new folder here. Let's call it projects. Okay, open the projects in terminal. All right, let's just zoom in a little bit again. Okay, and let's see, we'll get the latest version of one of my sites. So let's say git clone which one should we get? Let's just get okay, can't remember the exact name here. Yeah, that should be there. Okay, it's getting it. All right, it's busy retrieving this project for us, winding out. All right, it's in here, still busy downloading it. All right, let's see what it says here. Would you like to share anonymous usage data with the Angular team? No. Okay, and that's it. So Angular is installed. Okay, what we can do is let's quickly change to our newly created projects. All right, and let's create a new Angular project. So it's ng new, let's just call it test. And why ask that, I don't know. Okay, you could choose SCSS is the one I like using. All right, Angular is creating a new project for us, which we can open in code momentarily. Okay, it's taking a moment, and it's busy retrieving this project for us from Git. Okay, while that's happening, we can open up another terminal, and we can install Apache. Let's just zoom in slightly here. Okay, so what I mean by Apache, okay, is the internet web server. Okay, so if we go to our local machine, 127.00.1, there should be nothing there because Apache is not installed, unable to connect. Okay, let's go ahead and install Apache. pacman-s http, I think it was httpd. Yeah, let that install. Can I perform again root? All right, so it's sudo maybe it's just http. What was that? Let me do a quick search and I'll be able to tell you guys. By mistake, it was just as you would expect it, Apache. Not Apache 2 though, just Apache. Okay, which will install Apache 2. All right, so let that get going. Still creating our test in the background here. Machine has slowed down a bit. Too many things running in this virtual machine at the same time. Okay, so the checkout of the project has worked. So let's just do let's say earlier. Okay, and we've got .1.0.0.za. Okay, so if we type in code, we should open Visual Studio Code. There we go. Okay, I'm going to close this terminal down now. Maximize that and open a folder. Projects. Okay, Winding Art, and inside the website, say okay on that, and it should open the project for us in Visual Studio Code, and we should be able to build it. Still reading. And there we have it, it's open. All right, so if we try and build it quickly. Oops. Okay, ng build. Let's just do a build. Okay, let that happen. Let's see what's happening with the installation of Apache. Come on. Okay, do you wish to proceed? Yes. Okay, the Apache install is going ahead. Minimize that for now. I must say I really don't like the size of this panel either. It's too high, so we'll modify the panel settings, sorry. We've really slowed down now. Okay, and there we have it. All right, let's see, let's make it a bit smaller. Come on, that's a little bit better. Okay, we can leave it on that. Okay, this build seems to be going fine of this project. Okay, and Apache isn't installed. That's good. All right, so by default we should still not be able to get to our page. So if we refresh this local, okay, Apache is not listening. It's not serving anything up to us. We can get to that in a moment. Okay, let's get back to Visual Studio Code, and it's built. All right, let's see if we can open that up in our browser. Take a few moments. All right, so to install Apache, open our terminal again. Let me zoom in slightly again here. Make it a little bit bigger. You can see better. Okay, we basically need to edit. Well, we don't need to edit the config file. I just want to know what its root directory is. So I'm going to open that and just see what the defaults are that's set up here for us. Server root, okay, down, listening on port 80, all our modules that are being loaded, go through all this, of course. Let's see, modules, user HTTP and group HTTP. Okay. Directory allow recall, yeah. Document root, there we go, server HTTP. Okay, now remember Apache isn't running at the moment, so what we need to do is start that up. Open a new one here. Okay, so sudo systemctl will start httpd. Okay, so it's running. Well, let's just check the status. All right, it's up and running. But it's got nothing to serve because as far as I know, nothing exists in this folder over here. So if we refresh this page again, Apache is telling us, okay, it's up and running, but the default folder that it's trying to serve from, there's nothing in it. So what we can do is go and create a file there. So let's say Control-C here, and let's just make sure about that path again. Serve HTTP. Okay, so if we say sudo nano srv http, and we create a index.html file, and we just put in some excellent HTML5 stuff here. Okay, save that, Control-S and Control-X. Alright, so the index file now exists, so if we reserve it, there we have hello world. So yes, we've installed Anarchy based on Arch, we've installed Apache, we've installed Visual Studio Code, Git, we've installed Angular 8, and yeah, everything is up and running. I like it. Final verdict, will I install it on my laptop? I think I'm going to. I really like it. It seems fast, it's responsive. You can try different desktop environments, lighter ones, see which one you like. But my final verdict, I like it. I'm definitely going to be using it. Thanks a lot, guys. Chat again next time.